Which of the following answers refers to a software or hardware solution that monitors network traffic and, depending on the configuration settings applied to each data packet, either blocks or allows it to pass through? So imagine this. There's some software or hardware thing, and there's network traffic coming in. There's this, whatever our answer is right here, and it's going to examine the packet data sent. And it'll either block or allow it, depending on these rules that we can configure for it. So it stops here, gets checked, and then is allowed through or is turned around. So which of them is it? Well, I know it's not a HIDS because that is a host-based intrusion system. Host-based intrusion system is kind of how it sounds. It runs on a host, and it's a security system that monitors just that single host, like a computer. It'll detect malicious activity, it'll analyze logs, files, and other data to make sure there's no intrusions. So that's not going to be our answer. And then we have vulnerability scanner. A vulnerability scanner, it's another kind of layer of security where it's a tool that scans systems and networks, so it could be everything, and it will scan for any known vulnerabilities, identifying potential weaknesses that could be exploited by attackers. So it doesn't directly control the traffic, it just kind of monitors. We then have packet filter. And a packet filter, it kind of makes sense. It says configuration settings apply to each data packet, and it'll either block or allow it through. So a packet filter, it's a component of a firewall, which is the one above this, and it's going to examine individual packets of data. It'll decide whether the data should be allowed through or blocked based on certain rules. And although a packet filter does sound right, and it is part of our correct answer, it's not the complete device or software used, because this is asking for which of the following answers refers to a software or hardware that monitors network traffic, right? So the monitoring and everything doesn't really have to do with the packet filter. That's kind of what comes after the initial contact of these packets. So what does the initial contact, the packet filtering, and then letting it through? That's all done through the firewall. So firewalls you can configure to do all this. It's a network security system, and it's going to monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. It acts as a barrier for a trusted internal network and a barrier from an untrusted external network, such as the internet. And then you have your little LAN over here, your local area network. And that's going to be it. Firewall is the software, or it can be hardware too. I've seen both, software and hardware, that monitors network traffic, and depending on the configuration settings applied to each data packet, will either block or allow it to enter your network.